Tasha K is on Derrick Jaxn. If y'all ready for the video, and you new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for me, darling. If you one of my day ones, I'm back, honeys. Let's get into the video.
I already know it's your girl, KingBritneyChanel.
Alright, honey, let's talk about what is going on here. What is going on here? So, did y'all see Tasha K's exposés on Derrick Jaxn? Or who she called Action, or what is it? Action Jackson or whatever she said. Anywho, y'all, I'm like, what is going on here? Now, for a long time, okay, let me give y'all the backstory, okay? Derrick Jaxn, relationship guru on YouTube, very popular. Like, he is circulated on a lot of social media platforms, for those of you who do not know. And basically, TK did 2 interviews that I watched, basically where these supposed mistresses, have come to the forefront, making, alleging that Derrick Jaxn has basically been unfaithful to his wife and that he does not practice what he preaches. Now, I'm gonna say this, y'all. Derrick, you got some explaining to do, sir. Like, you really do. And the reason that I say this is because I really feel like Derrick Jaxn, to me, comes off as one of those men that put this image of themselves, like the fantasy guy image, to kind of, like, he's selling an image basically as this fantasy guy, and he's getting like probably all of the lonely hearted women, or women that they wish they had like the dream guy, so he's sucking them in. Okay, so if he portrays himself as the perfect guy, or this bachelor, because that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly why I feel like he owes his wife and the people who follow him an apology, because that's exactly what he did. Okay, like, I'm not buying that he just hid his wife and kids and stuff like that because privacy. Like, typically when they do that sort of thing, or when guys do that sort of thing, it's because they don't want the HOEs to run loose from the stable. Okay, like, some girls, whether you married or not, they would be with it, but a lot of women would be like or whatever, or it would kind of take away, like, okay, let me explain it like this. The women are being pulled in because they feel like he's a single man, he's showing muscles, he got like this chocolate thing going on, and they're home, they dude ain't doing them right, so it's kind of like they idolize and fantasize about him. And we've seen this time and time again. Like, I mean, we've talked about K on this channel being like a music guy that, women were into, and how they got sucked into that. Or, like, I've talked about different pastors and preachers where women have come out to me about them on this channel. And this is where I feel like Derrick needs to be held accountable. If you out here lying, you a hypocrite, you're not practicing what you're preaching, you portraying yourself as a single bachelor-esque type of dude, and you got a whole family at home, you doing that with a manipulative purpose, in my opinion. That's how I feel about that. Like, so, no, I don't buy the whole, you was doing that for privacy. And then 2, you wrong because messing with these nat type chicks, or just chicks in general that you meeting off the internet, that you sliding into their DMs, just because you are who you are, the level of exposure and embarrassing your family is all the way up. Okay, all the way up. So I feel like this is why I feel like he owes his wife and his family an apology, and the people that buy into him who actually comes to him for advice. Because this is where I want to hold the women accountable with this. Stop going to these pastors, preachers, or relationship gurus fantasizing about these men, thinking that these are going to be your dream men, because a lot of women do that, okay? Like, you have women, when it's pastors and preachers, they dream about being the so-called first lady, or how some of these women, they probably was dreaming about being the next Mrs. Jackson, and that's how they got crossed up and bamboozled and led astray. Like, the worst thing you could be, since all this Bible talk is being thrown out there, is a silly woman, okay? That's the worst thing that you could be. Like, when you throw all of your common sense out of the window. So, like, dude is all the way wrong. Like, you had another chick in your wife's house. Oh, I was like, no. And then, like, just, I know me as a woman, y'all, I don't like other women like that. Like, I mean, I could be friends with other women, but I definitely don't really deal well with women, because women are catty and competitive. And what happens is, they will literally try to get with a dude just to get in your spot, just to try to take stuff from you. Like, that has just been my personal experience with women, or just to be able to say that, like, they were in your space. Like, hearing that the first lady, and I'm gonna just go into the first lady from the first interview. I did not like that first lady at all. Like, the way she was just describing, like, the wigs and the feminine care and stuff was in the house, in the wife's house, and you knew it was the wife's house, and you didn't excuse yourself. I was not feeling it. And then to me, it seemed like with her gripe was just that the wife came back. Like, she was mad that the wife came back. And it was like, to me, I feel like some of these women, I feel like they've been lied to. But some of these women, I feel like silly women who wanted to romanticize a situation that they knew was not romantic. Like, you knew what it was. You knew, like, I mean, some of the women, from what I heard, they were saying, like, he just blatantly said, like, he was married or separated or whatever. And I feel like a lot of women want to believe these lies because they want to put themselves in the wife. They fantasize about being in the wife's place. And a lot of women do this. And since we're talking about the Bible, just think about Sarah and her handmaiden, okay? How the handmaiden, you know, Sarah, you know, decided not to wait on Yah. And the handmaiden started getting beside herself. Like, I'm better than her and all the rest of this stuff. And the handmaiden had to get humbled. And Abba Yah had to say, sweetheart, you gonna be blessed, but you have to humble yourself because you are not the wife, okay? You are not the wife. Your child is not gonna get the full blessing, but I'll give you a blessing over here, though. Like, but anyway, you know, these women start getting beside themselves, and that's what I feel like the first caller or whatever the first interview was. Like, I feel like she was getting beside herself, and she just ultimately was mad that she was not chosen, and that he decided to block her like any dude would do. If they get busted, they're gonna block you and not acknowledge the relationship anymore. Like, that's what men do. I'm not saying this is all men, but I'm saying, like, this is not the first time a dude has used this line. Like, you would think after a while women would start to get how these men finesse. Oh, I'm just unsatisfied with my wife and all of this stuff. Duh, dudes is gonna lie and say this stuff. They're gonna lie and act like they're not happy, but it's a reason on why this person was married. I don't care, like, if, like, cause another thing I didn't like on the second interview, how the pictures was put up side by side of, like, the other lady, Lanai, and then the wife, because the wife has, like, more of, like, a modest type of look, and then the other type of girl, she was, like, you know, full figured and stuff like that. But the point that women need to take out of that sort of thing is all of that stuff really does not matter when it comes to a dude deciding to wife you or not. Because you could have all of the shape and all of the stuff in the world, and you could be like, bye bye boom, and like, and they just choose to put you in that side role. And I'm not saying that she deserves to be in the side role. I'm just saying that's how them dudes, they be out here. Like, they just, when you come off in a, I'm trying to say it like in a YouTube appropriate way. When you come off like you just, it's like, it doesn't have to be something that you're doing. It just seemed like the lady was a very beautiful and like full figure type of woman. But the clothes that she had on in the picture, you could tell they was like a little skin. You know, they was a little tight. They was, you know, fitting. And you could tell that when you, like I did videos on this before, when you portray yourself in a certain manner, you're gonna have guys trying to categorize you before you even start talking, or before, like, they're gonna be somewhere plotting in the corner. Okay, let me see what she about, or, you know, they already putting you in a position that they want you in. And that is why I feel like he categorized certain people. Like, okay, I'm gonna make her the turn up type of chick, and I'm gonna just have her come to the crib, and I'm gonna just try it. And that's what he did to the second lady. He just brought her to the crib, and he was like, I'm just gonna try it. And she said at first, you know, she was you know, like, no, I'm not for that. You said you was married, all this other stuff, which to me that was cool. But eventually he got them he got that force field down, and she eventually was with it. But the thing, y'all, that tripped me out is how the females was up there like, oh, he blocked me on Snapchat and the rest of the stuff. Like, yeah, like, typically if a dude is trying to use you for the one thing, that's pretty much what they do after they have gotten the one thing. Like, it was like, okay, it was fun, now I'm back to it. Which, this is just totally disgusting, okay? Because this man, this is why I feel like a lot of the men that be coming for him on social media, like, they be like, he be simping and stuff like that, is because they already could tell that he's only portraying himself, this is just my opinion, as that, like, bachelor type of dude, because he wants to pull those, Tasha was saying it, he wants to pull those broken women in that fantasize about that dream man, you know, take me away, like, that fantasize about that sort of dude. He wants to reel those women in because he knows that desperate women, honey, are easy for the picking. I've seen it time and time again. Women, you know, down on their luck, looking for a relationship, and they just on their Instagram fantasizing about, you know, these guys that probably don't even be coming up with these quotes and stuff. Like, I've seen it time and time again. Like, how many of you have been on Instagram and seen a guy, he'll oil up or whatever, and be putting these little quotes and stuff up, or just saying basic generic relationship stuff, and women, they're into it because of the look, or like the female on Instagram. Like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all an example of this. If you be on Twitch, which a lot of y'all men, if y'all be on Twitch, y'all know this. Y'all know that a woman on Twitch, if she's attractive, as long as she don't show her boyfriend, you'll have dudes up there, oh, beautiful, have a nice day, they tipping, all that other stuff. It's the same thing, I feel, for Derrick. It's just attractive. He's saying all the right things that these women want to hear. They've probably been done dirty or wrong by dudes in their real life, because that's what the lady Lene was saying. And or Lanai was saying in that interview that she did with TK. And she was saying, like, she legit was trying to talk to him for advice. But this is where this little gem gonna come in for these ladies. Stop idolizing these men, or men too. Stop idolizing people that you see on social media. Social media, for a lot of these people, is not real. They fabricate an image that they want to portray, and they give it to you. It's just like celebrities. They have a stylist, they have a person, and they're fabricating or curating this image that they want to bring to the public, and they want you to consume it a certain way. And y'all, when TK had revealed the part that Derrick had that condo and was like, I don't know, it was like some bachelor pad type roommate situation. I'm like, aren't you over 30? Like, men need to chill with that bachelor stuff. At 30 and up, that is lame. You need to be getting yourself together, married with a wife, or getting yourself together in some type of way, because that looks real corny that you're trying to do like a frat life or college life in your 30s. That's a telltale sign that a dude is going to be on some out of here type of time if he is trying to live the bachelor life 30 and up, okay? If he got a bachelor condo where it's just looking manly, like you just very bachelor, like you don't have a woman type vibe, he's probably gonna be a playboy. Like, it's safe to say. But yeah, y'all, like, what did y'all think of both of the interviews? I more so was into the second interview because I feel like the young lady seemed like, you know, very believable. I think the first lady, like, I really just wasn't feeling her energy and her vibe. I feel like it was more so it only became a problem for her, to me, from how it sounded, when he wanted to keep the relationship with the wife. Like, it seemed like she was confused on what her role was. Like, if somebody comes to you and say, oh, I'm married, unfortunately, what you supposed to, or I'm separated, what you could easily do, marriage is public record, and you could go up there and look at the court stuff, and like, people pay for everything else. They pay for bundles, they pay for bags and shoes. You ain't paying for no background check on these dudes. You not paying for no to look up the public record. Okay, well, he say he's getting separated, so let me look into that. Like, okay, I would have been like, okay, well, if you getting a divorce or whatever, you getting separated, did you file some paperwork yet? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be nosy, but I'm not into that. Like, so did you legally declare this? Because if not, baby, I got to move forward. Because this game be ran time and time again where dudes is like, oh, I'm gonna leave my wife, and they always try to make it seem like the wife is just this terrible person. They're not pleased. Please stop lying to yourself, sis. The wife got chosen to be a wife for whatever reason. And it's like, it always boils down to the bedroom. The bedroom is not what qualifies you to be a wife. I don't know why women believe that. That whole Cardi B, I don't cook, I don't clean, let me show you how I got this ring. Like, a lot of y'all need to start thinking about other qualities that secure and lock down a man. Because a lot of women, they place a lot of emphasis on that bedroom, and they don't have a man to this day. I'm going to say it again. They don't have a husband or a man to this day. And I'm not trying to be harsh or be judgmental when I say that. But it's like, and I'm going to say the melanated culture, we have a lot of women that place a lot of emphasis on the physical and looking like, you know, video model or Insta baddie type of look. And they are driven by that lust type of look. And you notice that a lot of them women do not have no husband or no man. If I'm lying, but we clearly know I'm not. Okay, so that's why I didn't even say nothing. Like, when I'm saying, y'all know that that's facts, what I'm saying. I'm going to do the am I lying? Okay, so anyway. Basically, like I was saying, a lot of women put a lot of emphasis on that physical appearance. They put a lot of emphasis on all of that, like how they are in the bed area, and none of that locks down no man. None of that. Like, I mean, men do that like that's a sport. That they could get up and go through a whole team of women and still get up and go home to their wife and not leave that situation. Because if that's all it took, then why are more women not married? Why do they not have men? Why are they not locked down? You feel what I'm saying? Because that's not what keep a man. Because a lot of women, they want to, you know, they hold on to that for dear life, like that's going to keep a man. No. A man has to be kept because, number one, he has the moral character to do that. And obviously with the Derrick situation, which I don't know why he was up there. I watched the live he did talking about he was somewhere, I guess, as a Christian, you know, he said, I became a Christian, and, you know, I guess he was mad with God because his marriage and stuff wasn't working. And sir, if you out here cheating, that's the reason why it wouldn't have been working, sir. So a lot of people trip me out when they start asking why stuff is happening, and it be self-inflicted warfare. So you have to ask yourself that. He tripped me out with that. Did y'all hear him? But in any event, like I said, a lot of these men that be these relationship gurus, the reason why they able to tell you what these dudes be doing is because they done it before. I mean, they've done it before. I don't mean to sound country. They've done it before. A lot of them will tell you that they've done some, you know, dog type activity. A lot of them will tell you that they've cheated, lied. And that's how they're able to tell you the type of stuff that dudes will be, or game that dudes be running. But I cannot believe it's 2021. It's 2021 and women is still like getting that game of, oh, I'm gonna leave my wife for you, ran on them. Like, stop. Are we still doing that? Are we still doing that? Like, what? You still believing I'm gonna leave my wife for you? Like, I mean, they've been running that on your great-great-grandmother. Like, your great-grandmother would have been able to tell you the baby don't even do it. Come on now. Come on. It's like, it's so many men out here. It's so many women out here. Don't believe nobody talking about, oh, I'm going to leave they husband or they wife. And then women that do this, I'm going to tell you, do not get joy out of trying to get with somebody's husband, because I'm going to tell you the spiritual consequences of it is very, very serious for you. I know a lot of people, they may not believe that. It ain't about what you believe, honey. It's how Abaya works. And you mess with somebody's husband, it ain't no telling how long you gonna be single, without a man, okay? And a lot of women just already out here just off the basic principles. If you know, if you one of my brothers and sisters in Messiah, let me know, and you know what I'm talking about, write it down in the comment section. A lot of women is already single that's melanated because of certain curses and stuff that's going on out here, okay? And they're not living the way that they're supposed to be living, but that's a whole different situation. But when you mess with somebody's husband, you mess with the you know, with the youth that's involved, because you separating that family and stuff like that, the consequences is going to be real for that. So that's why you don't do that. When you want to go, you know, be happy, have a healthy relationship, you want to have kids, do not mess with nobody's husband, okay? Because it's not going to be well with you. I just had to put that prophetic message out there, okay? Don't do it. It's nothing good that comes from that. I've seen many women who have done that, and they don't go on to be happy after that, okay? Like, from what I've seen, you know, they be somewhere trying to, you know, the man, because that's just like how the devil do. The man, it be all fun while, you know, lies and stuff is being told, and as soon as stuff get real, you discard it like, you know, yesterday's trash. So don't lower your stock value doing that. Of course, you don't want men, like your future man, knowing that you would do that sort of stuff either, because you don't want him looking at you like, you would mess with a married man? Like, I can't mess with you. You disloyal. Or you just don't want that curse to befall you and your family line. Like, I mean, a lot of people, they may not believe that, but I just will take it back to David and Bathsheba, and how he had to give a whole child for, you know, the indiscretions and stuff like that. So I also didn't like how Derrick was just throwing around, like, people just really just being really carefree with Yah and his principles. Like, I hate when people use the Bible to manipulate people. I really hate it. Like, it's so annoying. And this is why I feel like a lot of people also get suckered into that whole people spiritual guide and people being spiritual counsels and disregarding what Yah said, but you into what the person say because they don't have a solid foundation with Yah. They don't read the Torah, they don't keep the principles, and I'm talking about the Bible, okay? And be confused when this person is trying to twist them scriptures to manipulate you. So that was another thing that I just was not really feeling with the whole situation. Y'all leave me y'all thoughts on TK's expose of Derrick Jaxn. What did y'all think about Derrick? Because I really think Derrick, just come out and say that you apologize. You know you've been on some wrong type time, dude. I believe these women are saying what they saying, just like a lot of these people, because ain't no telling how many women he done finessed in the DMs. Because a lot of these celebrity type dudes, they like the regular type of women because they be impressed by the stuff that they say, the lifestyle, or what they portray on social media. And a lot of these women, they be willing to talk to these individuals to get clouded up. And that's what I didn't like about the first lady. I feel like she was just, to me, more so upset because he decided to go back with the wife. The second lady just seemed like she was putting it out there because, you know, he's just wrong. Like, if you're lying to people and you're trying to get people to buy into you and saying that you're not with your wife and you're getting divorced, that's wrong. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. So, you know, you're getting people involved in entanglements that wouldn't be on their own if you were telling the truth. You feel what I'm saying? So, y'all keep y'all head up, fight that temptation. And I'll be, you know, seeing y'all on the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, honeys. Thank you for watching my video. And if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.